you don't know, we are the Monday Morning Cooking Club, live and alive. Actually, you know, there's a funny thing happening, and I'm just going to try to get rid of this. Oh, there we are. We fixed it. Okay, we had like a message come through on the phone, and it was very distracting. So let's start again. Good morning, everybody. We're the Monday Morning Cooking Club, and it is Monday morning. It is Monday, isn't it? Oh, there's our timer. Yeah. So we are cooking up a storm this morning. We are testing recipes madly for our 4th book, which we are working on at the moment, and it's going to be all things sweet, and we'll talk about that in a minute. We have had a break for about a month, and some of us have been on a little holiday. So we're feeling very relaxed and very happy to be back at the same time. I've got to say, we've got lots of news to share with you, and today we thought we'd do something very special. So we're going to just go back and forth. I'm going to switch it around, and we're going to go to see what Natty is bringing out of the oven, and we'll talk more in a minute about what's going on. So just bear with me for 1 second while I just deal with that. Sorry for the close-up. I know it's a bit awkward, but anyway, here we go. We're just going to turn around to Natty, who is in the kitchen. So Natty, tell us what you are doing.
These just came out of the oven now. Today I made Malva puddings. It's a South African dessert that apparently is delicious.
How do you spell that? That's
M-A-L-V-A. No. A Malva pudding made with apricot jam and brandy. Beautiful for winter time, which is perfect for Sydney where we are. The recipe today comes from Valli, and we decided to cook one of her recipes today, just to remember her and honour her. And
yeah, so Valli had a huge influence on all of our cooking. Most people in Australia who are into cooking, because she was food editor of Delicious magazine. And
she started it.
And an insanely good cook and a lovely person, and we're sorry we no longer have her.
And what I'm doing now is the puddings have just come out of the oven, and then there's a warm sauce that is going everywhere actually, that you actually pour over the top, and and just let it soak through. But what I'd like to do is
put some holes in the top. Is that what you were going to say?
No, they don't say that. They just say let it soak through. So I'll do that because it's very hot. So
I
we'll
wonder
go through.
if the dishes had a slightly higher lip, then we could catch the...
A lot of it's sinking in, don't worry. I'm probably just pouring too fast.
So we're sure that there's a few of you out there who have your own Malva pudding recipe, and we would love to see your recipes if you would be happy to share them with us. Because we have actually over the years received about 4 different recipes for it. And is this the first one that's had brandy in it?
No, they all have brandy.
Do they?
They all have brandy in it. They all have apricot jam in it. But they have been slightly different to this. So I would love to know if someone has a recipe out there that they think is the best Malva pudding recipe. Please look at our website. There's a form on there. You can fill it in and send us your recipe. We would love to give it a go.
I actually really desperately want a Malva recipe, and this is a little bit random, but my grandmother's name was Malvina, and so I think it'd be
really?
Yeah. And so Marilyn Malvina makes sense, right? And so I think it'd be really nice if I could perfect this and put it in my repertoire and pretend that it's in honour of my grandmother.
Okay, so that's official now. We are on the hunt for more Malva pudding recipes.
Let me take it out of the water bath.
And are you going to taste it now for us?
Yes.
Live on Facebook Live?
Yes.
Okay, great. In the meantime, we'll show you what else we've been making this morning.
I actually need a lesson in this. I struggle
I was actually
with getting things out
is
of water baths. How do you do it?
Yeah, well, it's hard when they're shallow dishes and to get them out of the water bath. Is it too hot?
I probably should have taken it out of the water bath before I poured the sauce on it. But I'm going to use rubber gloves.
Okay, she's going to use rubber gloves. What do we think of that idea? Yeah.
That was not a good idea.
But maybe just give me something to put it on.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Just put it on the bench.
Oh,
that's a good idea.
Paper
so
towels?
clever.
I am
Just put it. Just put it there. That's all right.
No, I don't want to make it.
Okay. So this is the Malva pudding. Okay, what we've made this morning, we made, I had an old recipe from years ago for a peanut brittle. And this is the second time we've made it this week because we just are trying to get the hang of it. I haven't made it for 100 years and it used to be a favourite. And have a look at it. It's got baking soda in it, so it puffs up a bit like
While you're holding
honeycomb,
that, shall I just
and
do
it looks delicious.
Shall I do a snap, crackle,
So we
and
quite
pop?
like that. Yeah.
Let's get rid
This is so much better than snap, crackle, and pop.
Yeah. You can hear it. It just sounds delicious.
And it's
Good.
full of
It's
yummy
that.
peanuts.
Full of peanuts, but I think I burnt it a bit. I'm going to own up to that one.
Now, Tanya's had a lot of fun with this today.
Okay. We've also got a chocolate cake that a neighbour of Marilyn's.
Shout out to Susie, the best neighbour, who delivered me a breakfast chocolate cake.
So we've got this cake to try. Yeah, it's a tough job, but someone's got to do it.
Shall I start?
Okay.
Can I cut it?
Yeah, you can.
Or
Let's cut
later?
it, and Natty can have a taste. Because Natty's the official taster today. Okay, so while Marilyn is cutting that cake, I just want to show everybody that we've got lots of events coming up that we'd love you all to put in your diary. If you go to our website, to our events page, or to our Facebook events, and you'll see all the things we've got on. Next Saturday week, the 5th of August, we are going to be at the David Jones Food Hall. I'm just going to switch around again, sorry.
Exciting, the opening of the new
So
food hall.
the new food hall is opening in David Jones Bondi Junction, and we're really excited about it. And we're going to be there at 11 a.m. on Saturday the 5th of August, and we're really, really excited about that. And then the next thing we've got after that is we're going to Melbourne 2 weeks, the week later, and we're doing a cooking class at Gevert's house, which unfortunately for those of you that aren't going is sold out, and we think it'll be lots of fun. We're going to be doing an event at Corrie Perkins Bookshop on the Thursday night, what is that date? The 17th. So watch this space for more details.
Oh, and we'll be doing some book signings in bookshops. So if anyone's around any of the major big bookshops in Melbourne on those dates, we'll let you know when that is. Please come by and just say hello to us. We'd love to
even if
meet
you can't see us, you can hear us on ABC Radio in Melbourne, Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah, so more details will be on our Facebook page.
15th of August,
And
Tuesday the 15th.
yes, and then on Wednesday night the 16th we're going to be doing a charity event for Wheatso in Melbourne, and again there'll be more details about that for those of you that are interested. So busy few days in Melbourne, and then after that we've got more things. That's not all, it doesn't end there. We have got, and I've got my list somewhere which I have lost. Oh, here it is. Okay,
Do you want me to hold?
that'd be great. We have got 27th of August, Sunday afternoon. Put it in your diaries. It will be an amazing event at 5:45. We will be at the Sydney Jewish Writers Festival in the eastern suburbs, and we are doing a brilliant I just got a message coming through on my phone. It's so distracting, isn't it?
It is.
We are doing a brilliant session called Story Tasting, and there's going to be food and stories and lots of tales
Interaction.
of Monday Morning Cooking Club. So we're
Loads of
excited about that.
interaction.
And then one more thing for your diary, 16th of September. You should all go on to the Food and Words website and have a look at this amazing food and literary event that's going to be held in Sydney on Saturday the 16th of September, and we're going to be there along with so many fabulous food people, and we're really excited to be part of that. So that's what's going on for us. We also want to give a little shout out now to this beautiful new book that's just, and I'm sorry it's
Can
going
I
to be,
reverse this
yes
now?
you can, so
Bit
I'll
easier.
just, yeah.
Here we go. Oh, no, go over there. You're in silhouette. I'll follow you.
How does that work?
Thank you.
Okay, so this book has just been released. It's called The Great Australian Baking Book, and look at that amazing graphic by Reg Mombassa. I love it, and the artwork is just divine.
Yeah. I've got to say the recipes in this book are so good.
And we are in it.
Of course.
So we're pretty excited to be in this book with two wonderful recipes, probably two of our most special recipes, but you'll have to grab the book and have a look what's in it. It's a really nice book, and it supports Oz Harvest, so we're really happy to be associated with something like that.
Oh, and you know what? If you've already bought our books to take overseas as gifts, and you need to give another gift to the same person, this would make a nice gift as well.
Yeah, and it's also the first one in this series called The Great Australian Cookbook, which is fantastic. But while I've got the book here and I feel a bit like dancing, I want to remind everybody that we have a Facebook competition going on right at the moment, and it finishes today. I feel like we should extend it, but we won't. So by the end of today, or by midnight tonight, you have to upload your video. It can be a boomerang, it can be a 2-second video of you dancing with one of our 3 cookbooks, and you just have to be doing like something like that.
Oh, sorry.
Or that.
Shout out to Esther. Thank you for joining us, Esther. And
Good
thank
morning.
you for your video as well.
Yes.
So we've got a few, so please keep them coming in.
And hi, Lynn. Thank you for joining us. Thanks. And Jessie's around somewhere too.
We've
Thank
got
you.
some entries already. You'll see there's an entry from Selena and Taylor and Georgia and Tori, and have a look at, of course, Esther.
I would love to enter.
So please,
but I
please,
just don't want to
just
win.
do a quick boomerang and you can win one of our 3 books. It's your choice which one, and one of these aprons. So please, please join on Facebook. We'd love you to enter.
Right,
so back to the cooking for a minute.
I'm just going to grab my Malva pudding and taste
I think
it.
someone needs to take this because I'm about to have an enormous sneeze.
Okay, here we go.
Okay,
Thank you.
so here is the Malva pudding. You are meant to add ice cream, but I think at this time of the morning we don't need to. I'll just give it a
I
taste.
love this live tasting. It looks delicious.
Looks amazing. What a beautiful looking
Oh.
dessert.
It's really beautiful. It's light, really light, warm. Look at that. And the sauce has
Can you
gone
just
all the
turn
way
bowl
through
around
it.
a bit? Can I just have a look?
Can I smell?
It's beautiful. This is a really good one. Okay, so now
this is a
I have to
very
say
little
the bar
recipe.
is set.
Yeah.
Because this is beautiful. So if anyone else is going to send in recipes, we'll have to judge them against this because this is a really good one.
And it's served warm.
Yes.
Is
so
it?
It's the perfect
So
thing
this
to
is our ode to the late Valli Little. As we said earlier, we're very sad to hear of her passing, and it's a
she'll
huge
be-
loss
yeah,
in the food
sadly
world.
missed.
And it's
we
beautiful
are
that
very,
she lives
very-
on through her recipes.
It's
Yeah.
exactly. We're
Yeah.
very pleased to be
Yeah.
doing this recipe today in her honour and memory.
It's amazing,
It's
Maddie.
really good. It's
Great.
Really good.
So let's just talk about for a minute about collecting new recipes. We're doing a shout out again, everybody. Remember, we are collecting recipes from the world Jewish community. So if anyone's out there who has recipes from their homes and
Or
families,
if you know of anyone, nag them, berate them, get
Yeah.
us their recipes, please.
Oh, and talking about the world, I wanted to do a shout out to anyone who may be listening in New Zealand today.
Ah, yes.
I was lucky enough to meet a week or 2 ago the wonderful Annabelle White. She's a food journalist in New Zealand. I'm sure anyone in New Zealand knows who I'm talking about. Anyway, we sat for 2 hours and just talked food, baking, recipes, restaurants. It was so divine. We could have sat there for many more hours. And anyway, she took home with her one of our signed cookbooks that she's going to give away on her radio show. So anyone else out there in New Zealand, hello.
And tune in to Annabelle to win one of our cookbooks.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I'm just going to go backwards again so we can just sign. It's very awkward, isn't it? I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh, I wanted to talk
here we
to
go.
people about
No, we're
this.
still
I wanna
here.
show
We're still here.
When you think about heirloom recipes,
yes,
that's in
that's
silhouette. Can we?
Oh,
No, that's
there we
good.
go.
Yeah, yeah.
See, this is just a little handwritten scrap that's been photographed and sent to us, and we're now going to interpret it and try and make it come to life again.
I haven't gone. I'm just doing one thing. I'm coming back.
We're waiting for you,
Because
Liz.
I just have a plan, okay, everybody? We're just going to go out doing this today. Hold on. You
I
take that.
should let everyone know
Hold on one
in
second.
the
Excuse me for
Facebook
one
world
sec.
that over the last few weeks I have brought out our first cookbook.
I'm dancing like no one's watching.
And I've been re-cooking all the recipes from it because I've been so obsessed with the newest cookbook. It sort of got pushed back a bit. And I'm loving them. Loving
I'm
these
waiting for
recipes
the
again.
music. Waiting for the music.
So don't forget to open our other cookbooks other than the newest.
Okay, before we go out doing something fun, I just want to say, if anyone wants to send in their sweet recipes, because I didn't finish the sentence before, please just email us or message us through Facebook or through Instagram, any social media, and we will give you the link where you can upload recipes onto the website, and it's really easy to do that. But we'd love to see your recipes because we are in a mad collecting and cooking phase.
And
So-
it won't go on for too much longer.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
So-
especially Malva puddings. Anyone South African that may
So
have that?
we're looking for sweet food, all sorts of sweet dishes, and snacky type of food, the sort of thing you'd have with a drink.
Yeah.
So that's.
I don't know
what
why
we're-
she's looking at me.
Ah, yes,
I
you do.
know.
Yes, you do. No, the reason I'm looking at her is because we've got this funny thing about My mum, whenever my mum has someone over for a drink, she says, come over for a drink and a nut. And like a nut.
And I love having a drink and a nut.
So now it's become our thing to say, you know, you're having people over for a drink and a nut.
Yeah.
But what you really mean is a drink and something little to snack on. And
It's
so
it's never little in our house.
and it's never just a nut.
Yes.
So we want that sort of food as well, things to have with drinks, because we want to put together a fantastic cookbook that you're all going to love. So
Are we ready?
just let me do this.
I got on my boogie shoes.
And we are going to see you next time we do a Facebook Live. Remember to please upload your dancing video because we want to see you dancing. We're not the only ones who should look silly. See you all in a few weeks when we're back. Bye. How long should we keep dancing for?
I think we could
I think that's it.
More?
I think we should go back to cooking.